and still can crack, and still as fast as lightning.
Yeah, look, the power that he possesses, but it's not a thumping power, it's that explosive speed, that explosive power, the footwork he gets in position.
He's such an unusual guy. You know what's crazy about him is his calves.
Yeah,
when you look
massive.
At that, they're giant. They're like a thigh.
And I know the reason why, because in General Santos, the mountains that he runs and that steep hill, that's why they're so big, because he's always constantly running the mountains.
That's wild. Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monster. This Monster.
Crazy dude.
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Kuki, what's his name? Yeah, let's look at him.
Joe Rogan has explained why fighters are terrified of Naoya Inoue. Rogan, an avid combat sports enthusiast, has long been vocal about his admiration for elite athletes across various disciplines. His latest remarks shed light on why many fighters are apprehensive about stepping into the ring with Inoue, a boxer who has been rewriting the rules of dominance in the sport. Naoya Inoue's career trajectory is nothing short of extraordinary. As of December 2024, he boasts a professional record of 28 wins, 0 losses, and 25 knockouts. Inoue has become a household name in the world of combat sports, holding world titles across multiple weight classes, including light flyweight, super, flyweight, and bantamweight. Known for his unparalleled speed, pinpoint accuracy, and devastating knockout power, Inoue has earned the respect of fans and fighters alike. Rogan described Inoue as a once-in-a-generation talent, emphasizing the fighter's ability to blend technical mastery with raw athleticism. Rogan's perspective is rooted in his deep understanding of combat sports, as he holds black belts in both Taekwondo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He broke down the reasons why Inoue instills fear in his opponents, starting with his incredible power. Despite fighting in lighter weight classes, Inoue possesses one-punch knockout power, a rarity among fighters in his division. Typically, fighters in these weight classes rely on volume punching to outpoint their opponents, but Inoue's ability to end fights with a single well-timed punch makes him a terrifying prospect. Rogan also praised Inoue's extraordinary precision. He doesn't waste any energy. Every punch is calculated, Rogan explained. It's like he has a sixth sense for when to strike. This combination of precision and timing allows Inoue to dismantle his opponent systematically, often making it look effortless. Furthermore, Rogan highlighted Inoue's ability to adapt mid-fight, comparing him to a chess grandmaster. You might have a good round against him, but he downloads your entire game plan and counters it perfectly in the next, Rogan said. In addition to his offensive prowess, Inoue is also incredibly tough. Rogan pointed to Inoue's 2019 fight against Nonito Donaire, in which Inoue suffered a fractured orbital bone but still managed to secure a unanimous decision victory. This fight proved that Inoue is not just a knockout artist, he has the heart and grit to match his technical skill. Rogan also delved into the psychological aspects of fighting someone like Inoue. When you know you're going up against a guy who can knock you out with either hand and barely takes any damage himself, it messes with your head. Many fighters are rumored to have avoided bouts with Inoue due to his reputation. Rogan likened it to the fearsome aura once possessed by Mike Tyson during his prime. Fighters would lose to Tyson before they even stepped in the ring, Rogan noted. Inoue has a similar effect in his weight class. Rogan compared Inoue to boxing legends such as Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. While Mayweather was known for his defensive genius and Pacquiao for his relentless aggression, Inoue blends elements of both styles. He's got the technical brilliance of Mayweather but with the ferocity of Pacquiao, Rogan said. That's a scary combination. Naoya Inoue could very well be the most lethal fighter in combat sports today, yet his sheer dominance often escapes mainstream recognition. He seldom leaves the confines of his Japanese stronghold, having fought outside Japan.
He's 118 pounds, but he was like 108.
Boxing?
The mean son of a bitch. Oh yeah, let's see this bad motherfucker. He don't look like much. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was blue like that.
And only 4 times. Within those walls, Inoue is revered as a deity, drawing ambitious warriors from distant lands who dare to test their mettle, only to meet a brutal end at the hands of boxing's living monster, Mike Tyson once hailed him as the finest boxer on the planet, even claiming in 2021 that Inoue's talent eclipsed that of the legendary Manny Pacquiao. Rarely seen beyond the confines of his homeland and hindered by obvious language barriers, Naoya Inoue's profile hasn't been thrust into the same glaring spotlight as his pound-for-pound peers, yet this in no way diminishes the awe he inspires. Beneath his unassuming demeanor and youthful, innocent looks lies a ruthless predator. His slender build is deceptive, masking devastating knockout power so overwhelming that no opponent can endure it. Few people present a conundrum like him. Run from him, or trade with him at your own risk. Top-Rank CEO Bob Arum told Sky Sports, "Inoue is one of my favorite fighters. Number one, he's such a lovely young man, really nice with a great personality. And I can tell that even though I can't speak Japanese and he can't speak English, I've never seen anything like it, the way he fights. A little guy like Inoue with massive knockout power, he's really something to see." Inoue holds the number 2 spot on BoxRec's pound-for-pound rankings, trailing only Terrence Crawford. However, there is a compelling argument that he deserves.
He looks like a f***ing pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these motherfuckers.
The most efficient hunting machine in all
Look
of
at-
boxing.
He's vicious. The monster.
Oof.
That's a badass guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
118?
Yeah,
Who the hell fights in that fucking division?
Bantamweights.
Yeah, but who?
Some bad motherfuckers. Yeah, some killers. Ooh, break him. Ooh, the monster. He beat him so easy.
The top spot. At 31, he has etched his name in history as only the second man, after Crawford, to achieve undisputed champion status in 2 weight divisions during the 4-belt era. His reign over the super bantamweight division was solidified, with a commanding 10th-round knockout of Marlon Tapales. Along the way, he has climbed the ranks from light flyweight, claiming world titles across 4 different weight classes. Inoue made a bold statement about his career ambitions when he turned professional with Ohashi Gym in 2012, partnering with Hideyuki Ohashi. He committed to a no-compromise approach, vowing never to take the easy road. This philosophy quickly bore fruit. Just 6 fights into his career, he delivered a stunning 6th-round knockout of 2-division champion Adrian Hernandez to claim the WBC light flyweight title. 2 fights later, in December 2014, Inoue delivered another stunning knockout against Omar Narvaez, claiming the WBO junior bantamweight title as his 2nd world championship. Over the following 2 years, he cemented his dominance with 7 consecutive title defenses. In May 2018, he secured the WBA bantamweight title with a first-round stoppage of Jamie McDonnell. Then, in November 2019, he triumphed over Nonito Donaire by unanimous decision, claiming both the WBA bantamweight title and the World Boxing Super Series bantamweight championship. In 2020, Jason Maloney became the next victim of Inoue's relentless onslaught, succumbing to a devastating 7th-round knockout. Maloney was completely outclassed by Inoue's speed, power, and pinpoint precision. Nonito Donaire, determined to avenge his earlier loss, faced off against the Japanese sensation in a rematch. However, in just the 2nd round, Inoue proved unstoppable once again, claiming the WBC bantamweight title in a stunning display of dominance. In July 2023, Stephen Fulton's challenge was considered Inoue's biggest test to date, but he was decisively overwhelmed in the 8th round, as Inoue claimed both the WBC and WBO super bantamweight titles in a courageous but ultimately futile effort. Fulton endured 2 more rounds before succumbing to the relentless onslaught that had been unleashed upon him from the start. Fulton and Tapales are 2 of the most skilled fighters in their divisions, yet neither posed a significant challenge to Inoue. He's on another level, and the world recognizes that, right? Or maybe it doesn't. Inoue operates in a blur, seamlessly shifting his feet and executing deceptive feints at a pace so swift and elusive that they become unreadable. His precision with distance is impeccable, and even on the rare occasion, it falters. His quick thinking ensures opponents can't capitalize on the slightest hint of vulnerability. His combinations are smooth, dynamic, and deliver knockout power in equal doses. A fiery, aggressive attack pairs seamlessly with sharp, perfectly executed counters. The graceful exchanges, subtle feints of his fists, and playful right-hand misdirections all blend with satisfying aggression. When the battle shifts to close quarters, it's not that Inoue hasn't taken a hit, it's simply that he absorbs each one effortlessly while landing a punishing strike in response every time. Here is how Mike Tyson reacted to Inoue's fighting skills. Text continues. Naoya Inoue has undoubtedly evolved into a force of destiny, wielding one of boxing's most formidable arsenals, which only intensifies in power and menace as his career progresses. The 5'5" Japanese powerhouse has become one of the sport's most captivating figures, consistently delivering moments of brilliance for his home crowd, while the rest of the world eagerly awaits his more frequent appearances on their stages. Yet, this is his domain, and he will journey across the globe on his own terms. The 31-year-old from Zama, Kanagawa, is a world champion across 4 weight classes and currently holds the unified super bantamweight titles. Inoue dominated the division from 2019 to January 2023, holding the WBA, IBF, and Ring Magazine lineal titles during that period, while also capturing the WBC and WBO belts between 2022 and early 2023. Known as the Monster for his devastating knockout power and unyielding body attack, Inoue has earned his reputation as a force to be reckoned with. With an undefeated record, he is widely regarded as one of the sport's finest pound-for-pound fighters. He also holds the distinction of being the only Japanese boxer to be ranked #1 pound-for-pound by the esteemed The Ring magazine. In addition to his triumph over Stephen Fulton, Inoue has secured impressive victories against a roster of top-tier fighters, including Omar Andres Narvaez, Nonito Donaire, Jason Maloney, Michael Dasmariñas, and Paul Butler, to name just a few. With the constant threat of his knockout power looming in every bout, he is widely regarded as one of the most avoided competitors in the sport today. Let's delve into Inoue's explosive A. And relentless boxing style, uncovering the key elements that elevate him to greatness. We will explore his most potent weapons inside the ring and highlight the distinct qualities that set him apart from other fighters. Let's break down the fighting technique of Japanese superstar Naoya Inoue and examine his most lethal weapons. In amateur boxing, body shots don't earn as many points, so they often take a back seat in fight strategies. However, Inoue's approach is anything but conventional. Naoya Inoue has evolved into a force of destiny, wielding one of boxing's most formidable arsenals, which only intensifies in power and menace as his career progresses. The 5'5" Japanese powerhouse has become one of the sport's most captivating figures, consistently delivering moments of brilliance for his home crowd, while the rest of the world eagerly awaits his more frequent appearances on their stages. However, this is his domain, and he will journey across the globe on his own terms. At 31, Inoue is a world champion across 4 weight classes and currently holds the unified super bantamweight titles. He dominated the division from 2019 to January 2023, holding the WBA, IBF, and Ring Magazine lineal titles during that period, while also capturing the WBC and WBO belts between 2022 and early 2023. Known as the Monster for his devastating knockout power and relentless attack on his opponents' bodies, Inoue has earned his reputation as a force to be reckoned with. His undefeated record has solidified him as one of the sport's finest pound-for-pound fighters. He also holds the distinction of being the only Japanese boxer to be ranked #1 pound-for-pound by The Ring magazine. In addition to his victory over Stephen Fulton, Inoue has claimed impressive wins against top-tier fighters such as Omar Andres Narvaez, Nonito Donaire, Jason Maloney, Michael Dasmariñas, and Paul Butler, to name just a few. The looming threat of his knockout power has made him one of the most avoided competitors in the sport today. Now, let's delve into Inoue's explosive and relentless boxing style, breaking down the key elements that elevate him to greatness. We'll explore his most potent weapons in the ring and highlight the distinct qualities that set him apart from other fighters. In amateur boxing, body shots often take a back seat to head punches, especially in Olympic competitions where scoring favors strikes to the head. However, body punching is a powerful technique capable of inflicting lasting damage, and Inoue has made it a hallmark of his style. He spends significant time in training camps refining his body punches, perfecting a series of combinations designed to break down his opponents. Indeed, he stands out as one of the rare fighters today who consistently relies on body shots to secure victory. Inoue's preferred body punches are the sharp left uppercut to the solar plexus and the devastating hook to the liver. He delivers them relentlessly, digging into his opponents time and again until they collapse to the canvas, writhing in agony. His offensive prowess comes from his ability to turn both his left and right hands into formidable weapons. His left hook is as powerful as his right, and his left uppercut is as devastating as his right. Every strike he delivers has the raw power to end a fight with a knockout. As a result, Inoue possesses the ability to unleash any weapon in his arsenal at will, often blending them in unexpected ways that leave his opponents struggling to predict. His next move: he can effortlessly deliver an uppercut down the center, then follow up with a hook from the same hand in a smooth, fluid motion. It's often said that the hardest punches to counter are the ones an opponent never sees coming. Inoue's unconventional combinations keep his opponents guessing, making him a formidable force in close quarters and a significant factor in his dominance in the ring. Inoue's most fearsome weapon, however, may be his right straight, delivered. With flawless accuracy, lightning-fast speed, and ruthless power, this strike has the ability to incapacitate his opponents in an instant, leaving them disoriented and reeling. Fans are drawn to Inoue's relentless, all-out approach. He's never dull, constantly pressing forward with intensity. While he's certainly capable of adapting and fighting on the back foot, or slipping into defensive maneuvers, his defining trait is the suffocating pressure he applies, always keeping his opponents on edge. Inoue steps into the ring with unwavering confidence, unafraid to stand toe-to-toe with his opponent. He's ready to absorb punches if it means delivering his devastating power in return. A relentless volume puncher, he unleashes a barrage of haymakers from the opening bell to the final seconds. His unyielding attack doesn't just outpace his opponents, it breaks through any defense, leaving them overwhelmed by the constant barrage. Most of Inoue's adversaries have struggled to withstand his pressure, with many faltering early, succumbing both physically and mentally, unprepared for the intense onslaught he delivers. Yet none of it would matter without one crucial and exceptional quality: the sheer force hidden in his fists. His ability to deliver devastating knockouts is both the beginning and the end of his fighting approach. While many punchers prefer Canelo Reyes or Everlast MX gloves, known for their traditional horsehair padding designed to enhance punching power, Inoue opts for Winning Gloves, a Japanese brand that relies on synthetic materials instead. These gloves, commonly referred to as pillows in the boxing community, prioritize hand protection over punch power. However, even with the additional padding, Inoue possesses the rare ability to punch straight through it, delivering knockouts. This is almost unheard of for a power puncher, as his strength effortlessly bypasses the gloves, transferring directly to his opponent with full force. Although knockout power can be developed and refined through training, it's evident that Inoue possesses a rare gift from the boxing gods, a nearly unstoppable knockout ability that can't be learned. At this stage, Inoue seems invincible. His flawless record speaks volumes about his dominance in the ring. However, like any fighter, he's not immune to defeat, and there's one clear vulnerability that could lead to his downfall. Inoue's most significant vulnerability is his humanity. While he boasts an iron chin capable of absorbing punishing blows, it was in his November 2019 bout against the multi-division champion and future Hall of Famer Nonito, the Filipino Flash Donaire, that Inoue revealed a crack in his otherwise impenetrable defense. In the thrilling 11th round, Donaire rocked Inoue with his signature counter left hook. Though clearly shaken, Inoue bravely retaliated, pushing forward in a desperate effort, only to come close to being stopped in the final moments of an electrifying battle. Donaire undoubtedly held his own and gave the blueprint for defeating Inoue, even if he lost by unanimous decision. Inoue is undoubtedly among Japan's and Asia's greatest of all time. He excels at the fundamentals, blending them seamlessly to create a well-rounded fighter, perhaps better than anyone else in boxing today. He's never stationary, always moving with a subtle spring in his step. Yet when he anchors himself for a split second, his strength surges with intense force. Inoue seldom loses his balance or misses his footing. Instead, he rotates his body and legs through his shots, maintaining balance with his heels subtly lifted. This allows him to unleash his combinations swiftly, then immediately step back, pivot, and shift to the side, ensuring he avoids being caught off guard by any counters during exchanges. The jab is a key tool in his arsenal, a versatile weapon aimed at both the head and body. Delivered with sharp speed or solid force, it maintains distance or unsettles his opponents. Several boxing experts now believe Inoue must take his talents to the
Inoue is not only pound for pound the best in the world, Inoue is the best fighter I've ever seen. Ever seen, no matter what weight category or anything. I have never, ever, in the almost 60 years I've been in boxing, seen anything like
United States, rather than remain a dominant figure in Japan alone. He's only fought 3 times in the US, and despite his partnership with Top Rank, his rare appearances there have limited his chances of expanding his already impressive profile. But what would drive the revered Inoue to take his globally trending show on the road, following in the footsteps of Filipino legend Manny Pacquiao? Inoue's opponents are begging for an invitation, as the purses are so generous. As his promoter, Bob Arum recently stated, Inoue himself has said, "Of course, if I fight in the United States, I would get more recognition and I could become one of the faces of boxing as I continue fighting. We'll see how it goes. It depends on the conditions. Right now, for the lower weight classes, Japan is a big stage for us. If there was a condition in the United States that allowed me to be evaluated better, that would be a consideration." Inoue's remarkable performances have propelled him to the pinnacle of the pound-for-pound rankings, with many now debating whether he or Terence Crawford is the world's best fighter. "There are a few wins I'd consider the best of my career, but if I had to choose one, it would be Fulton," said Inoue when asked if he considers himself the best boxer in the world. The usually reserved and composed Inoue paused to reflect before turning to the camera with a bright grin and confidently replying, "Yes," in clear English. Even though the sport of boxing is currently defined by global icons like Canelo Alvarez, a new contender is emerging: Saudi Arabia. Led by Sheikh Turki Al Sheikh's ambition to host world-class competitions, Riyadh is positioning itself to rival Las Vegas as a major hub for boxing. Inoue, one of boxing's top stars, has signed a lucrative $19.7 million deal to headline major events at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh through 2025. This new partnership with Turki Al Sheikh is expected to bring more high-profile matchups, with potential opportunities in London or Las Vegas on the horizon. Riyadh is quickly becoming a major center for major boxing events, with its visually appealing arenas and growing reputation, making Saudi Arabia a rising power in the sport's global landscape. A clash initially scheduled for Christmas Eve was postponed after Goodman experienced what he described as a freak accident, requiring 4 sutures on Saturday night. His management later confirmed that the fight would now take place on January 24th. Goodman expressed concern that the delay might cost him his chance to face Inoue in the ring, saying, "I don't want my opportunity to slip away. I want to fight this guy." The 26-year-old boxer shared that he had dedicated the last 15 years of his life to earning the opportunity to compete for a world championship. With 8 knockouts in his 19 professional bouts, he's eager to seize the chance. Meanwhile, the 31-year-old Naoya Inoue remains the reigning WBC, WBO, WBA, and IBF Super Bantamweight champion. That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our upcoming videos.